Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. So hope you guys are all having a great day. Now, if you're wondering what Kingdom Wars is, pause the video, stop the video, go to the video I uploaded before this one. That's all the information. So I'm not going to go over that stuff in this video. I'm going to assume you already know it or else you won't be watching this video. But this is the tips and strategies that I would have for you guys based on what we know. Okay, because again, a lot of the strategies are going to come out as we're playing this, but I can kind of see a little bit of the strategies that might be used and different things that you probably are going to want to avoid, okay? So definitely, if you have any other suggestions or comments or concerns on these, definitely put it down in the comment section. Again, I really appreciate the support, and yeah, let's get on into it. All right, so here's the deal. The biggest thing is, again, you got to understand that you have the three territories, right? You got the regular, you got the minor, and you got the major. If you are really, if you have high spenders, if you have heavy spenders, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get those major landmarks. But I think to deter people from trying to get to them, you're going to want to try and, if at all possible, surround it in a sense. So what I mean by that is, as soon as the event starts, I would try, and as an officer or leader, have as many players on as possible, okay? If you're going to spend any inner fires this event, spend it the first day. Because, again, let me down in the comment section what you guys think about this, because I might be looking at this the wrong way. But currently, the way I see it is that if I'm an enemy team, okay, and I'm looking at territories, all right, and there's one that is currently unowned versus one that is owned, which one am I going to go for? The one that's unowned. It might seem counterintuitive, but a lot of times you might say, "Oh no, I'll always go for the one that's taken." No, reason why is because then they're gonna try and take it back, right? So it's the constant cycle. So players try and go for the ones that are not owned, or of course the ones that are closer to their own capital. So your goal should be at the start to try and get to as many of those landmarks as possible. Take them early and get a head start. Because whoever has a head start will most likely, in my opinion, get first place. And again, look at the difference. 10 regular territories per hour equal 1 major landmark. We don't have the exact statistics on how many there are compared to the regular territories, but I'm going to say probably like 5 to 10. 10 at a maximum. But I could very easily see 5 major landmarks and 10 minor landmarks, because it should be a pretty big map. So yeah, I would say at the start of the event, try and get as far as possible. Try and get as many landmarks and take control of them for the first hour to get an early head start, okay? After that, what do you do? So, because of the fact that, where does it say right here? If a piece of your kingdom gets cut off from the rest, then you must reconnect it before further expansion can continue from that lingering point. So, making these long links past the first, let's say, hour of the event to try and get to those landmarks first. Besides that, links I don't think are going to be your best option. I think you want to try and expand to where you have a double layer, if you understand what I'm saying. So right here, you see how there's only one, like between the red, there's only one hexagon in between them, right? So this red could easily cut off the green ones, right? So instead, have it like this to where you have 2 layers. So that way they have to get 2 through 2, and that will give you time to retake the territory. So let's say they take over this one right in the middle of your screen. They take over that one. That will give you enough time to retake it, okay? And I'm saying like throughout the entire PvP, not the first hour, because I don't think it's going to be that easy to take territory. But I'm saying over the course of the PvP, I think what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have some protection. Because if they can cut off that circulation, quote-unquote, of your territories and sever that link between them, those territories become useless, and it becomes a lot easier for people to take it. Now, in the same respect, if they don't watch this video, let's say, you're watching this and there's other teams in your league that don't watch my videos, which actually is not that many, surprisingly, but let's say there are teams that have no clue who I am and don't watch my videos. If you see somebody who's on a major monument, and they have this long link from their capital to the major monument, all you have to do is sever that link Sever that link so they can no longer basically protect that major monument. Because if it's not directly connected in some way or another to their capital, they cannot build off of it. So they don't have any way to form protection. Again, it's really difficult with not being able to play it. But there's no protection around that major monument, so it's a lot easier for you to take it. So if I'm another team, I would just go around severing those lines. To be quite honest, like honestly, like if you had a sister team in your league, yo, that would be so much fun. Just have one of your teams just go around killing off the lines and severing them. That would be fun. All right, I think alliances would actually come in huge in this event. I could see alliances being really helpful. I'm not saying, I know there's gonna be like people like, oh, Odin's saying, oh, everybody alliance up. No, I'm saying that it might be a good idea. I'm saying, like, low-key, get an alliance, just don't tell people about it and say, hey, all right, you do this, I'll, pass you a couple checks underneath the table, and we'll be good to go, I think that would be interesting. Because if you can sever that link, it's so much easier to take land, because they can't protect it. They can't. And I could see, and the reason why I'm saying at the start, going around severing those lines so people can't, get to the landmarks is an okay idea, but the thing is that you want to try and get most points. It's not about preventing people from getting points at the start as much as it is getting points for yourself. Okay. But let's say, this is a major monument right here, and you are, it's hard to explain exactly what I'm saying, but let's say there's an attacking team that is one space away from the monument. So let's say they're right here. They're right in the middle of your screen. You see that right above the major monument, directly above it. Let's say they're right there, and they're trying to get to the, take over the monument. And this, like the white one right here in the middle of your screen, let's say that one is connected to it, and that's like part of their territory. You're the red team, and you sever it when they're about to take the major monument. See, that would be troll, but it would be a good thing because that way it makes sure that they can't get that major monument, and you can come in. So if you start off late, that's something that you can do because they have to repair that line. Okay? It always has to be directly connected to your capital. That is, I think, what's going to create all the strategies, is that it's severing those links. I know I keep saying that, but that's the strategies. It's if you want to help your own teammate or your own team, it's also preventing other teams from getting points. Because it's not a sprint. It's more, I guess, it's kind of like a sprint at the start, but it's more of a drawn-out race. All right? You have to pace yourself. So over time, during the duration of the event, you want to try and focus on keeping as many people off of those major monuments as possible. So, okay, this is where the what I would do if I was an officer. Actually, I think I am an officer. Okay. All right, let me say, this is what I would say to my team. Okay. I might have one, well, at the beginning, okay, your goal should be to get as many territories as possible. So I would be breaking up my teams, kind of like a war wave even. And again, this is dependent on how many people can get online. But I would say probably have 5 to 10 people per block. Just to make sure that you get it. Unless it's at the very beginning and, you have your territories and nobody else is going to be competing for you to get that territory, okay? Unless that's the case, you should always have 5 to 10 people attacking the same territory, or else other teams will get it before you do. And it's a waste of your inner fires, it's a waste of your energy packs, and all that. I would split up my players into groups and have them each take over a separate territory. Near the middle of the event, I might split up half my team or so. Again, this can change, like, the number-wise doesn't matter, really. It's just the idea. I would split up my team into having some people who go do the trolling. I say trolling, but it's actually quite a good idea. If you can mess other teams up, that's a good thing, If there's that one team that's really bad in LC and that you hate them, go mess them up in the event. Pretty easy, actually, to do in this event. Unless they have that double protection. But I would have one group of them go out, sever some lines of some bad teams, and that's all they do. While the other players continue to expand your kingdom, to take over the map. because the more lines that you can sever, the easier it will be to take over any territory that other players have. That is the key to this event. That's the key. The basics, like, again, inner fires, if you want to be the most efficient with your inner fires and energy packs per attacks, if you have a lot of inner fires, but not a lot of energy packs, the most efficient way is to use normal attacks with 3 inner fires. But if you don't have as many inner fires, but you have plenty of energy packs, like me, I think I have like over 4,000 now because they replaced all those siege weapons. All you gotta do is do just regular attacks with 1 inner fire each time. And you'll notice that even though you use more energy, and it might take some more time, you'll be most efficient with your inner fires. Every single day, even if you're not planning on using the 100 energy a day, still buy it, still use it. I mean, if you want to help your teammates out, I always buy at least the 10 per day. Normally I buy more than that, because again, it increases, like, per 100 energy, it's 10 energy packs. Then once you do that, it increases to 19. Then after that, it's like 38 or something. It's ridiculous. It gets really expensive really quickly. I think it goes up to 60 or something. But yeah, so again, it's just about being energy efficient, inner fire efficient, just depends. If you have any other questions, stuff like that, please let me know down in the comment section. Be happy to help you guys out. But yeah, hopefully it's help you understand the event a little bit more, my opinions. Again, there are some things that I'm not going to lie. I was talking with a group that I'm a part of online, and we had a good conversation about some strategies, and they opened my eyes a little bit. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I will say there are some more complex strategies that will nearly guarantee you first place. Nearly guarantee you. I have started on it. Alright, so if you're still watching this video, you get this bonus of just a hint. This is, I believe, most likely PG will patch this, but there is almost a guaranteed way to get first place. Not glitching, not exploiting, but a strategy that is, I have mentioned kind of vaguely. Just expand upon it. That's my hint. I can't say it because I told them I wouldn't, but I'm going to give you the hint. I might get kicked out of the group for saying that, but it might have to do with what I repeated so many times this event. So yeah, just going to say that. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helped you guys out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and